Hi everybody, it's Christine. Just let me get set up for our live and we will be going in a minute. Hi everyone, welcome to our live smoothie demo. There are a few of you joining us right now, so I want to welcome you and say hello and just give a few moments for some other people to join us. And hello, welcome. Give me a little hello if you are watching, and I'm super excited for today. So I've got lots of things, lots of goodies set up. Take a look at my kitchen. So welcome. My name is Christine and I am the culinary nutrition expert behind Meals That Matter, and I help modern, busy, working moms transform their family's health one meal at a time without making separate meals for picky eaters or complicated recipes or ingredients in 30 minutes or less. And in our group, Making Meals That Matter, our friend Anna posted this week or last week that she'd really like some smoothie recipe and smoothie tips because she finds that she makes this great smoothie for breakfast and then like 2 hours later she's starving. So I said to her, why not join me for a live smoothie demo where I will show you how to use the Take 5 system of eating to bring that to your smoothie so that you will feel fueled and satiated and satisfied for a while. So let me get myself organized here. And so I want to start off by saying that smoothies are wonderful. They're a really great meal option, especially for those of us who are active and busy. They're great because they're fast, they're family friendly, and we can hide lots of great nutrient-dense foods in them. So the reason that I love smoothies is because they are nutrient-dense, and I'm going to show you today how to really up the nutrient density of your smoothie. They support weight loss for those of us looking for that goal. They also help build muscle for those of you who are training, and they're also great for kids when it comes to weight gain. They are simple, fast food. You can literally make them in minutes, and it's quicker than going to the drive-thru. And they are family friendly. So depending on what you put in your smoothies, you can cater to everybody in the whole family, including kids and picky eaters. So I want to ask you a few questions, and I want to get up here to see your responses. So I want to ask you if you could just type in the live, do you make smoothies daily? Like, is smoothies a regular thing at your house? So please let me know. Do you make smoothies daily? Okay, Odette, yes, you're making smoothies. Ruth, you're making smoothies daily. Awesome. Oh, Mary's never made any. Well, I hope I could change your mind. Laura, you're making one every morning. Excellent. And so I asked a question in the group today, in the group Making Meals That Matter. Daniela, you're making yours daily. I asked in the group today, what are your favorite smoothie ingredients? So Doriana's making some green ones. Yeah, Rose, they're great when on the go. Megan, you're not making them right now, but you want to start back up again. Yeah, great. So what are your favorite smoothie ingredients? What are your go-to things that you throw into your smoothies? Can't wait to hear these. Some of the responses this morning were, oh, here we go. Ruth has got spinach, cucumber, carrots, avocado, chia seeds, hemp hearts, almonds, blueberries. Yay! You've got so many great things in there. Ruth, you're almost there. You're like just like 2 little Mila spots away from taking it to the next level. You are so there though, Ruth. Awesome. So what are some other things that people put in their smoothies? Stacy, you're putting fruit in your smoothies. Okay, we're going to talk about that, especially for those of you who weight loss is your goal. So Rose, you've got spinach, arugula, kale. We're going to cover the greens. Ruth is saying, am I missing something? Yes, yes you are. And I'm going to talk to you about the 2 things that you're missing as part of the Take 5 system of eating. Rose, avocado in there. Love avocado. It makes it so smooth. So welcome. So what are your favorite smoothie ingredients? Berries, bananas, spinach, almond milk, collagen. Yeah, Odette's got a magic ingredient there. Anything that would be good for weight loss. Mary, we're going to cover that today. Rose has got hemp hearts, cacao nibs, collagen powder. Daniela uses protein powder and collagen. Let's say Stacy, just fruit, protein powder, hemp seeds, that's it. Okay, we'll get to you, I'll give you some more tips. Almond milk, bananas, berries, spinach, ground flaxseed, banana, and some other sort of fruit. Okay, Doriana. Ruth saying, am I missing to mention some ingredients? Well, I'm actually, Ruth, in the Take 5 system of eating, I'm going to kind of guide you toward a couple more key ingredients that you can use. They're not specific ingredients, but a few more variety of ingredients that you can use to up the nutrient density. Raspberries, blueberries. Audra, you can't hear. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm assuming other people can hear. Megan's got berries, kale, kefir, collagen, turmeric, greens, blend, maca. Wow, Megan, you've got the secret. You've got the Take 5 ingredients there. So thank you so much. So we've got lots of smoothie enthusiasts. We've got some people who have never tried smoothies. We've got people who want to start incorporating more smoothies on the daily. So we're going to talk about what people are doing wrong with their smoothies and what you can tweak to make sure that your smoothies are satiating you for more than like a 2-hour window, because we want to make sure that they are nutrient dense and supportive, because you don't want to have your smoothie first thing in the morning and then, by the time you get to work, you're reaching for that muffin. That's not what we're looking for here. Ruth has also got turmeric and cinnamon. Awesome. Yeah. So one more little tweak there, Ruth. You're almost there. I'm going to review with you the Take 5 system of eating, and that's something that you can read about over, if you're on my email list. I've been talking about that quite a bit. And so I'll introduce you, if you're not familiar with the Take 5 system of eating. I'm going to review that. I'm going to do a smoothie demo, and then I'm going to talk about how to prep for, plan for, and kind of streamline your smoothie making. So let me get back to the kitchen here. So one of the main things that people are doing wrong when it comes to smoothies is they are loading their smoothies up with too much fruit. Now, I will agree with you. Fruit is sweet. It makes smoothies tasty. But so often I hear from people who are thinking that they're making these healthy smoothies and they've got strawberries and raspberries and blueberries and coconut water and protein powder, and that's what they've put in their smoothie. And then they're finding that they're not losing weight, and they're finding that they're really, really hungry. And that is because they are putting too much fruit in their smoothie, not enough fat. And what's happening is that sugar, even though it's fruit sugar, and it's a natural form of sugar, that's causing metabolically for us to get a sugar spike, and then we are crashing. And so that's what leaves us hungry 2 hours later. That's why these smoothies just aren't filling. And that's why you may not be losing weight, because there's just too much sugar in your smoothie. So the key here, and somebody mentioned it in the comments, the key is to make sure that you are getting enough fat in your smoothie, and don't fear the fat. The fat is not going to make you fat if weight loss is one of your goals. And alternatively, I see lots of hearts here. You guys got it, right? There's way too much sugar going on. So the way to boost your smoothie is to add more fat to it. And with the Take 5 system of eating, I'm going to show you how you can incorporate some healthy fats into your smoothie, whether it's for breakfast, a post-workout, whether it's for a fast dinner, or whether it's for kids for snacks. So let's just review my Take 5 system of eating. So my Take 5 system of eating is all about balancing your nutrition for optimal health. And this is what you should be incorporating into your meals, into your day, and hopefully these are ingredients that you are regularly rotating. So the Take 5 system of eating is 5 items that you need at each meal, or at least one meal a day, to balance your nutrition. And this is for children, adults alike. So the first item in the Take 5 system of eating is greens, leafy greens preferably, but any green vegetable. Then we've got protein, fiber, fat, and ferment. So Ruth, you were kind of hinting at, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. But the last key that so many people miss out is the ferment part of the puzzle. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why fermented food is so important as we go through this. So with the Take 5 system of eating, you want to include your greens. So I've got some greens behind me here. And some greens that are wonderful for your smoothie would start with a leafy green, something like spinach or kale. So I've got some organic spinach, and I'm going to add that. Spinach is such a great green because it's not as tough or as bitter as some of the other greens. Sprouts are also a wonderful green that you can add to your smoothie as well. Smoothies, salad. Let's add some sprouts. So some other greens that you can add to smoothies could be zucchini. Zucchini is so creamy and wonderful. And cucumber is another green that I love to add to smoothies as well. So add your greens to your smoothie, and you know what? I am going to add, I don't even know what my smoothie is going to be right now, but I'm going to add my zucchini to this smoothie. Again, it makes it so nice and creamy. And actually, I've got a great recipe on my website. It's a chocolate zucchini smoothie bowl, which I'll talk about later as well. You would never guess that there is zucchini in this smoothie. So step 1 is your greens. Step 2 of the Take 5 system of eating is your protein. So again, I've got some protein sources back here that I want to share with you. So let me grab one more. So most of us gravitate, especially in the mornings, to a protein powder. Now, protein powders are really great because they are so versatile. There's so many different flavors and combinations. And so what I would recommend when you are looking for a protein powder is to get one where you're checking the sugar on it, because sometimes protein powders, even though there's no sugar in the protein powder, like no refined sugar, it's still high in sugar. I've seen some protein powders as high as 30 grams of sugar per serving. So you want to make sure that you're getting a protein powder that's under 10 grams of sugar. So I do like this one here. It is the Genuine Health fermented vegan protein powder, and you know from the intro that the number 5 of the Take 5 is fermented. So I like this one because it's already a fermented plant-based protein. Another source of protein that I really have been gravitating toward lately is collagen. Now, collagen is from the bones, ligaments, and tissue of a bovine animal, and so it's not vegan. But why I love collagen is because it's a pure protein. There's nothing in here except protein. Unlike the protein powders that have other sugars, ingredients, so-called superfoods, collagen is a pure protein, and I really like it because of its other supportive benefits. It supports joints, it supports your hair, your skin, your nails, and I know I've personally benefited so much from incorporating collagen into my daily routine. So about 1 tablespoon of collagen is about 6 grams of protein. So if I were making a smoothie, I'd want to at least add 2 tablespoons. Then you're getting about 12 to 14 grams of protein per serving, whereas for your protein powders, generally speaking, they come in at about 20 grams of protein. But not to worry, if you're using a whole foods-based smoothie, you're gonna get protein from other sources. So again, another source of a protein could be hemp hearts. Now, hemp hearts are not high in protein, but they are a complete protein, and that means they've got all the amino acids to make a complete protein. So again, these are plant-based, and hemp hearts are also a fat. So if you remember from my step 4 of the Take 5 formula, we need our healthy fats as well. And another protein source that I use often in my smoothies is an organic Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is high in protein. It is animal-based, but it is vegetarian. And again, if we look at the ferment, when you get a yogurt that it has listed on the ingredients live active bacterial culture, then you know you are also getting a fermented food in here. So step 2 of building your smoothie is the greens and also the protein. So you decide what kind of protein you want to put in your smoothie. I think I'm gonna make one for my kids, and I'll tell you a little later, even though they're in bed, how they are going to get this smoothie. So I'm gonna put about half a cup of the Greek yogurt in here. Generally speaking, about 3/4 of a cup would probably be an adult serving of a Greek yogurt. And again, go for a plain Greek yogurt, because I'll show you in a few minutes how to get some added sweetness. So just to review, the protein sources that you could use for your smoothie could be your protein powder, collagen, Greek yogurt, hemp hearts. Those are all great protein options for your smoothie. Now, the next stage in your Take 5 formula is the fiber. Now, fiber can come in the form of fruits or vegetables. And like I said at the top, far too many people are putting in way too much fruit in their smoothies, and that's what is just spiking your sugar and making you go through the smoothie too quickly, so it's not filling you up. So I like to put in a variety of fruit as well as some sweet vegetables in my smoothie. So frozen berries are always a great option to have on hand when you are making your smoothies. It makes it so convenient. They're already washed. They're already ready to go. So I'm going to put in some organic raspberries in this smoothie today. And some other things you might want to add. I know people love to add mangoes or pineapples, so I'm just going to add a little bit more fruit in here, because it is going to be for my kids. So, you know, a spoonful of sugar does help the medicine go down. So because this is for the kids, I will put in a little more fruit. Fruit is great in phytonutrients. It makes it naturally sweet. But there are also some sweet veggies that you can add to your smoothies. Things like beets, or I've got some cooked sweet potatoes here as well. Sweet potatoes, beets, they're great to add to a smoothie. They help with it being creamy. They're a sweet vegetable. If you've got a Vitamix, you can put in raw sweet potato and raw beets, and they just blend up beautifully. So maybe I will put in this smoothie, I will put in half a sweet potato for my kiddos. Often people put in bananas in their smoothies, which is another great option for the sweetness. So we've got our greens, we've got protein, we've got fiber, and the next one is the fat. And this is the key ingredient for keeping you satiated and for balancing your blood sugar. And so I've got a variety of different fats that I want to share with you. So coconut oil is a great fat to add to your smoothies. It's got that coconut flavor. So I'm going to put in, I don't know, a little over a tablespoon of that for my kiddos. It's got a nice coconut flavor there. Some other fats that people often add to their ingredients. Another fat ingredient that they add to their smoothies is like an almond butter, a peanut butter. I've got MCT oil here, so if you're a keto follower, this is something that you might want to add to your smoothie. I see all the hearts here. You guys got this with the fats. Chia seeds and the hemp seeds I showed you earlier are also another great source of fat as well to add to your smoothie. Now, when we're talking about fats, you can also boost the fat by the liquid that you use. So if you use like an almond butter or a whole milk or a coconut milk, then you are adding the fat, more fat to your smoothie with your milk, versus if you were to use just plain water or a tea that's been cooled down or coconut water. So if you want to if you're finding that your smoothies aren't keeping you full enough, then you might want to reevaluate the kind of liquid that you're putting in your smoothie and boost the fat that way as well. An avocado, I don't even know if I have an avocado. An avocado is another great fat to add to your smoothie. So maybe my assistant will see if there's an avocado in the fruit bowl for me, because I forgot that. Magically, an avocado might be tossed to me. It may or may not happen. Oh, here we go. Oh, and I got it. Okay, so here's an avocado, and because avocados are such a great source of fat, I am going to add it here. And it's funny, my kids will say they don't like avocado, but my youngest will say, Mom, I like it when you put the avocado in my smoothie. It makes them so creamy and smooth. So let's put in our avocado there. There we go. So let me just get this out of the way. So we've got our greens, we've got our protein, our fiber, fat, and last ingredient for the Take 5 system of eating is the ferment. So what is ferment? So fermented food is something that is rich in bacterial cultures. So some examples of fermented food that might go great in your smoothie, again, could be a fermented protein powder. It could be your Greek yogurt that's got live active bacterial cultures. Kefir is a great source of fermented and probiotics as well. For myself, I would just have a plain one, but for my kids, I do buy the sweetened one as well. So a little goes a long way when it comes to fermented foods. So honestly, like a tablespoon is enough. Some people go they go gangbusters. They think, oh, great, I got to drink so much of this because it's so good for me. But a little goes a long way. You don't want to have too much or you'll have some digestive upset. So I'll put a little bit of kefir in this smoothie as well. And I do have the yogurt in here as well. Another one, I've never tried this, but I put it out here to maybe demo for you in case some of you are paleo or dairy free. But kombucha is another for a probiotic rich food. And I don't think I would put kombucha right inside the blender, but maybe after you blended up your smoothie, you could just stir in some kombucha and then you're getting the probiotics inside your smoothie. So some fermented options for your smoothies are kombucha, kefir, yogurt, and a fermented protein powder. So some of you might not think of the fermented food. Now, the benefits of fermented food are that probiotics support your gut health. And so many of us don't have enough of the little bugs in there that are supporting our gut health. And our gut is so important for our immune system. It is the connection, the pathway between our gut and our brain. And so you want to make sure that you are getting at least one serving of fermented food per day. So whether that, in a smoothie, it would be one of these options. Something that I eat daily with my salad is a sauerkraut or a kimchi. Other fermented ingredients that I love are tamari and miso. Again, those aren't things we're going to put in our smoothie, but those are fermented foods that you might want to add to your day. So I do want to add just a little bit more protein and fat to this smoothie because it's going to be for my kids. And kids need fat. That is what helps with their brain development. That's what helps them stay focused. So I want to make sure that I get enough healthy fat. And I added the hemp seeds because it's got that extra little boost of a complete protein as well. So this is the Take 5 system of eating. And so again, just to review, the Take 5 system of eating is your greens, your protein, your fiber, your fat, and your ferment. But a smoothie is not complete without some superfoods. And so I have a little basket of superfoods that I keep in my cupboard. And I took out some of my favorite superfoods to share with you. And when I asked at the top, what are some things what are your favorite ingredients? Many of you suggested some of these superfoods that you add to your smoothies. So what I have here is I have some ashwagandha. Now ashwagandha is it's a regulator. We use it to regulate our stress levels. So this is especially great for people who have a thyroid issue, which is why I have this in my cupboard. So ashwagandha is a superfood. We've got cacao. Who doesn't love chocolate? So I'm definitely going to add some cacao to this smoothie because again, I'm a chocoholic. So make sure that you're getting cacao and not cocoa. Chocolate, when it's in its cacao form, is actually a fermented food as well. So you want to make sure that when you're getting cocoa, it's been processed at a higher temperature. So all of those good probiotics are killed off. So make sure that you're grabbing a cacao. Another superfood that I like to add to smoothies is a spirulina or a cholera, and this is a sea vegetable, which is great for iron, especially great for kids or people who are not getting animal proteins. Maca powder is great for energy and it's great for reproductive health as well. You could also add some matcha tea powder, which I love, another great little energy boost. It helps with weight loss as well, and it's full of phytonutrients. And another thing that I'm going to add for my kiddos is some goji berries. Goji berries are nice and sweet. So again, they're adding a natural sweetness to my smoothie. And because I didn't use a protein powder and I used just the plain Greek yogurt, this might need a little more sweetness, so the goji berries are great for that. They are very high in vitamin C, so they're great for helping your immune system as well. So there are some of my options for my Take 5 system of eating, as well as some superfood to add to your next smoothie. Cinnamon is also another great one for regulating your blood sugar, and so why not? We'll add some of that in there. And so the final thing that we need to do for our smoothie is to add the liquid. And like I said at the top, if you want to add some more fat to your smoothie, then you can do that through the liquid, whether it's an almond milk or a coconut milk, a cashew milk. You can also add a little sweet if you want to put in some coconut water. This is also great for post-workout. It helps with recovery. You could put in some cooled off tea. So if you make tea the night before, like an herbal tea, then you can add that. A chai tea is really nice and it gives some nice flavor, or a green tea, really nice flavor in your smoothie as well. And good old water is wonderful in smoothies too. So I am going to add some coconut milk into this smoothie. Again, I want this one to be really full of fat because it's for my kids. So coconut is a great option for fat. And I don't know what this smoothie is going to taste like, but the reason I did this is because I wanted to just show you how simple it is to, once you know the key steps in the formula, then you can kind of add, mix and match, and put any kind of ingredients that you want to in your smoothies. So here is the moment of truth. Let's let her go. Gonna give it a little stir. Now, if you want a thicker smoothie, then you're gonna put in less liquid. If you want a thinner smoothie, you put in more liquid. So I guess I'll talk about it right now, but a new trend, or another way to increase the versatility of your smoothie, is if you've got time in the morning, instead of making your smoothie a liquid beverage, make a smoothie bowl. And so when you're making a smoothie bowl, that's, instead of sipping it through a straw, you're actually eating it like with a spoon with a cereal. And so that's where you want it to be a little more thicker. This looks great. Now you'll notice I didn't actually add any ice cubes to my smoothie. And the reason why I suggest not adding ice cubes to your smoothie is because when you add ice or anything really, really cold, then you are shocking your digestive system and your digestive tract, and you're freezing it. So just like you may be familiar with the concept of shrinkage in cold water, you might also experience shrinkage in your intestines when you drink ice cold water or an ice cold smoothie. Your intestines and your digestive tract is going to contract, and we want our digestive tract to be flowing smoothly, especially first thing in the morning when we want to get the rhythm of our digestive system going. So I would caution you from using ice cubes in water or in smoothies, because that's really you're gonna have shrinkage on your insides, and nobody likes shrinkage. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was some of the smoothie essentials. So if you have the budget for the Porsche of blenders, the Vitamix is the way to go. That's what I have here. And if you're making smoothies regularly, then it's a great investment, especially if you use kale or leafy greens. Give me a thumbs up if you've got a Vitamix. Let's see how many of you have the Porsche here, or the Cadillac. There's a few of you with some hearts going up there with your Vitamix. And do you love your Vitamix? If you're a smoothie person, you're gonna love your Vitamix. It's really great for blasting kale, because sometimes kale can get stuck in your teeth. It's not getting smooth enough. If you've got chia seeds that you're putting in your Vitamix or in a smoothie, unless you've got the Vitamix or a high-speed blender, you're gonna get them stuck in your teeth. Same thing with the Vitamix, putting raw beets and raw sweet potato. You could put squash in here as well, and it is going to obliterate it. You're not even gonna notice it. Another thing that I'm going to suggest for your smoothie making is to get some fun straws. And drinking a smoothie, especially for kids, is always a lot more fun when you've got a special straw. So I like grabbing these stainless steel wide smoothie straws. They're reusable. You're not throwing them in the garbage. You can get them in a set of 4. I'll put a link in the video so that you can grab one of these off Amazon. And you can also get glass straws as well. It just makes it a lot more special. And then you're not worrying about the waste part of it too. And another way to get kids to have these smoothies, especially with all this nonsense in here, you know, this is looking like a chocolate smoothie, so I can say that it's chocolate. And even though we've got spinach, what do we have in here? We've got spinach in here, we've got zucchini, raspberries, pineapples, sweet potato, coconut milk, we've got hemp seeds, we've got coconut oil, and this smells great. So another way to get kids to drink or eat their smoothies, or even what to do with a smoothie when you're making a smoothie at 8 o'clock at night and you're not going to drink it right now, is make them into popsicles. And especially with the warm weather coming up, smoothies are a great way, simple, easy, fast way to get your kids some added nutrition in a fun snack. So this smoothie is nice and thick, which is great for a popsicle. And I know my kids are going to be asking for this for breakfast. And you know what? I have no problem giving them this smoothie or this popsicle for breakfast because of how nutrient dense it is. It's full of fat, it's full of fiber, and it's got the protein in it. And it is I don't feel guilty at all about serving my kids a popsicle for breakfast. And yeah, with the warm weather coming, it is just a great snack. It's going to save them from their sugar crashes, which leads to grumpy kids and frustrated mommies. And this is just a great way to use, because kids aren't going to drink a whole smoothie. So it's a great way to use your leftovers. You might also put leftover smoothie, don't dump it, put it even into an ice cube tray. And then, you know, I said don't put ice cubes in your smoothies, but you know, you could have your smoothie and just add a couple into it, and it would help make it creamy and thick and smooth. So never get rid of the leftovers of your smoothie. Put them into ice cube trays or into popsicle trays as well. And the last tip I wanted to give you before I let you go and before I open up some Q&A is you can actually meal prep your smoothies. And especially for those of you who said that you have your smoothies daily for breakfast, why not meal prep them? And you can do that by just getting your fruits and your veggies, especially, and then you can add the other things later. But get your resealable freezer bags and cut up your ingredients, and then you can put a banana in here, you can put some frozen blueberries in here, you can put an apple in here, some beets, you can put a carrot in here, you can put your greens in here. Load up your baggie full of your fruits and your vegetables. Then it's just a matter of popping it in here. You've already, you know, it's quick to get your protein powder, your liquid, a couple of your little superfoods, and pop it in here. So that would be another little hack for getting your smoothies ready quickly and to meal prep them ahead of time, and just make these on Sunday, throw them in the freezer, and then you've got your busy work week full of smoothies for you. So let me come back to join you and see if you've got any questions that are going to pop up. I hope this was helpful to you. So again, the Take 5 system of eating to add to your smoothies is your greens, your protein, your fiber, your fat, your ferment, and your superfood. So that would be your 5+. So let me just take a peek here to see if you guys have any questions. Hopefully this was helpful. So a lot of you hopefully saw the difference between having too much fruit. And let's see, oh my goodness, this is some great questions going on here. Oh, so I should add that turmeric would be a great superfood to add to your smoothie. Yes, with the black pepper as well. Where did I get my sprouts from? I think I got those from Metro in the organic section. Ruth says, I put so much into smoothies, I forget to mention everything I put in it. You have everything all ready to put together. That is awesome. Yeah, and just throw it into the blender. The protein powder, this one I got locally from Health on Main, but usually the Genuine Health is available at most health food stores. Yeah, you've got the same brand, Rose. So Doriana is asking, what kind of Greek yogurt is that one? This is the Costco organic Greek yogurt. Okay, so that comes in a tub of 3. So that's where that one is from. I started late. What's the greens? Amy or Annie, the greens I used today were spinach and zucchini. Ruth, you do sweet potatoes and everyone thinks you're weird. Well, I don't. I think it's marvelous. I love sweet potatoes. Rose, the MCT oil is great, isn't it? MCT oil, does it have a taste? No. Coconut oil does have a taste. The MCT oil does not have a taste. Yeah, start slow with the MCT oil for sure, or you're going to be going to the bathroom quite a bit. So for the liquid, Rose, you use water or cold green tea. Yeah, that's a great option. My magic assistant, yeah, Shane, he's not too bad. Doriana buys the frozen avocado. Perfect. Great hack on that one as well. I've seen that as well. The MCT oil has no taste, so you're good with that. The kefir is kind of like a yogurt, or it's like one of those yop drinks from when we were kids, except it's way healthier. And yeah, I would get the unsweetened one for us anyway. For your kids though, if you're going to get them having some probiotics, that is a great way to get them to take that. You can still take a pill for your probiotics, certainly, but whole foods are a great way to get your probiotic in as well. Sauerkraut, yeah, sauerkraut not in our smoothie. I agree with you, Ruth, on that one. Goji berries, awesome. The cacao. Oh, ginger, Ruth, of course, ginger is such a great superfood to add to your smoothie as well. It helps with inflammation. It's got a little bit of spice. And I've got, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share in our group and on the Meals That Matter page my smoothie recipes collection. And my very favorite nutrient-dense smoothie is called the Ultimate Green Smoothie. And it's got ginger in there, it's got turmeric, it's got goji berries, matcha tea, it's green, it's delicious, it's great for people who, it's delicious, but it's great for anybody who's, I initially developed it for my late husband when he had cancer because the nutrient density of that particular smoothie is so high. So it's great for the elderly, it's great for somebody post-surgery, going through chemo, great for kids as well. So the first superfood, I'm not sure what one that was, but I guess we could look through ashwagandha. Yes, ashwagandha. Yes, that's the one. It's got ashwagandha has a little bit of a flavor to it. It's kind of like a coffee mocha kind of flavor. Let's see what else. Oh, Shayla loves her Vitamix. Smoothie popsicles, yeah. Meal prep the smoothies. Anything else? Let's see, does anybody... Oh, ashwagandha, did I get it here in town? Yes, I would have got it in Stouffville, either at Health on Main or Bulk Barn. Yeah, the MCT oil and kefir, great additions. Off topic, Odette says, but my daughter has not had eczema breakouts since she started taking the collagen. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, because you guys just started that like a week ago. That's amazing. Oh, such a great thing to add to your smoothies, to yogurt, to the kids' cereal. Excellent. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Any nutritional value of coconut milk, or just that it's not dairy? Yeah, it's non-dairy. It's great source of fat as well. Where do you get the cacao and the goji berries from? Bulk Barn. Coconut oil in a smoothie gets clumpy, I find. It depends on the blender you have. If you've got the Vitamix, then you might be okay. Or just go with the MCT oil in that case, because it's still got the medium chain triglycerides, but then you don't have to worry about it clumping, because that's the thing with coconut oil being a saturated fat. It does get solid in room temperature, right? It'll start getting warm as we warm up, but yeah, we'll see how the coconut oil does in my frozen smoothie. So if there are any other questions, please add them. So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my recipe collection to the group. These are the Meals That Matter signature smoothies from my website, from my programs like the Power of 30 and my T28 program. So I'm going to give you a recipe collection in a bundle. Yay, I see all kinds of hearts. Looks like that is something that you guys are interested in. I am also in the files section of our group going to add a one-page cheat sheet that is going to tell you about how the formula and some ideas for mixing and matching your smoothies. So, and that uses kind of the Take 5 breakdown. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. So that will be in the files section of our group here. So please feel free to share this video if you think that one of your friends or family would benefit from it. If you are not on the Meals That Matter email subscription list, or then subscribe now. It is christinepeacock.com or mealsthatmatter.ca. Get on that email list. I'll share this video there. I'll share some other tips about the Take 5 system of eating. And if you do start making some of these smoothies with the Take 5 system, then use the hashtag Take 5. Or tag me as well. Share it with our group. So, so Michelle, you're saying this is what your daughter wanted. Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that. Ruth, thank you. Oh, you are amazing too. Chris, I'm glad that you enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. So again, the reason why I did this was because in the group, Anna mentioned I'd love to learn about smoothies. So ask me your questions and I am totally happy to jump on a live here to take you through a demo. You just have to ask. So I am more than happy to help you. So join in the conversation. We're having a lot of fun in the group. Our weekly challenge this week is dinner starts the night before. So right after this, hopefully you're thinking about your dinner tomorrow, whether it's something you've got to take out of the freezer or something you've got to marinate or just something to chop or prep or think about for the slow cooker. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me. And from my kitchen to yours, let's make meals that matter. Bye everyone.